Okay, so here we are, part two of Manson and the Pope. As you'll see, most of these comments are either kissing Marilyn Manson's ass or making fun of how fat he is. So, but there are some interesting comments in here. So let's look at it. Here was one right at the top. You know, I always feared that man. Bad dreams, especially when I saw him on TV. But now I realize the Pope seems quite nice. If Manson trusts him, so do I. Cuando Manson se parece a tu tía. Alright, that's funny. Manson's speaking voice is so calming and beautiful. When morals come from the atheist side, beautiful Manson is an icon. Manson sounds like the teacher you would talk to when you're going through stuff. Only Manson would gain an audience with the Pope and wear a ring with a pentagram on it. Brilliant. Manson, Malkovich and Manson, I'm in love. When he says, I appreciate that, and bites his lip like he's trying not to laugh. Malkovich and Manson in the same room was the coolest thing for me since Farley, Tupac, and Cobain. Never really listened to his music, but I love him as an actor, Sons of Anarchy and his other cameos. For those who don't know, in Sons of Anarchy, Marilyn Manson played a homicidal Nazi rapist. Marilyn's casual voice just makes her wet. So a Satanist and a Catholic walks into a bar. Now this brings us to another point. How long have people been telling Catholic priest jokes? How long have people been making a joke out of pedophile priests? You see, things become joke when they become so commonly known that they're just basically part of the culture. The preponderance of Catholic priest jokes shows that for a very, very long time, people have known about this. You can go back, read James Joyce's Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. They're talking about Catholic rapist, molester priest in that book. And it goes back much further than that. Manson is actually a genius. Okay, at the beginning, I thought that the Pope was watching pictures of a small kid with some dark purpose. Then I realized he was not doing that. That one's instructive, isn't it? How quickly the brain turns off. How quickly their little brains turn off. Manson push Pope, casual conversation, love it. Okay, here's a real comment. Just a light conversation while conducting the sale of his nephew. Okay, one person saw this for what it was. One person out of hundreds, we'll see. What else would you do when conducting a sale of something so delicate? You see, he's making a joke out of it. It's funny to him. No interest in MM's music at all, but he is one freaking smart guy for sure. Manson should play as Lucifer or the devil. He is looking more charismatic. HBO should cast Marilyn Manson. He is the perfect portrayal of the evil. It's always nice to see two Satanists treat each other in such brotherly love. Kinda gives me hope for the future. Okay, now that's, by my count, that's 4 comments now who saw what it was, but 3 of them are making a joke about it. It's entertaining to them. okay? Pay attention to what our society is. If you're deaf, dumb, and blind, which most people are, you won't see this. The evil wicked is strong with this one, and I didn't mean Manson. That's a joke. That's a joke. At 20 seconds, Manson broke character. You could see him starting to smile. That wasn't scripted. They kept it in because he looked kind of sinister. Okay, at 20 seconds, they were discussing that baby still. Why would you want to look sinister when discussing a baby with the Pope? I adore the new Pope. It's such an amazing TV series. This is so funny and evil at the same time. That's another one. Chalk up another one who sees it for what it is and thinks it's funny. That's 5-1 by my count. Can't say I've ever been much a fan of Manson's music, but I've always appreciated how thoughtful and soft spoken he is. Class act. That guy. Class act. Unbelievable. This is our society. We're sick. We're sick animals in this society. As you can see, most of these comments are just simply inane. I truly love him fawning over their little celebrities that they worship. All right, I guess I'll wrap this up. Most of these comments are just absolutely inane. Let's see if we can find one or two more impactful comments before we wrap this up. I need more in my life. Notice it's a lot of women who love Marilyn Manson. Okay, well, just to sum it up, I've scrolled through a lot of these comments, and most of them are just completely inane. This sort of stuff. He's a fantastic actor. Brian Warner can friggin' act. He can really act. Most of the comments are like this. That was funny AF. It's just absolutely inane, moronic, stupid people. They don't know. They don't care to know. They just want to be entertained by their celebrities. Now, before I finally wrap this up, we're just going to do one more thing and sort by most recent. Manson's been in the news lately, right? One day ago, Malkovich and Manson in the same room is the coolest thing. I already covered that. Boring. Can we have a sleeping app with his voice? When they're straight showing you the Vatican is satanic and people think it's an act. That's 2 comments I count out of all of them that saw it for what it was, and instead of cracking a joke, they were disapproving. 2 comments out of all the ones that I read, and I read most of them. How many comments in total were there? Almost 2,000 comments. You do the math, people. We live in a sick society. We are twisted creatures that no longer resemble real human beings. We're like dogs that you open the cage door and they won't go out because their minds are broken. Humanity's minds are broken because this stuff can be aired, and people, most of them, don't see it. And most of them, not only do they not see it, but they love it. They love it. They want to be entertained by these pedophile, sicko rapists. This is the Great Plague.